Well, you want to know how I know the weather isn't looking good, Andy? School closings are already rolling in for tomorrow.
Yeah, they're coming in, and you know what's going to happen here, Sarah? There's probably many people looking out the window going, well, we didn't have much snow. There's not much in the driveway. But you and I both know, being out this evening, there's some big drifts out there, and those north-south roads, especially out in the rural parts of Clinton County, parts of Livingston County, there's going to be a lot of those closings coming in all of a sudden through the overnight and the morning hours. And you can check the website at Fox 47 to see the latest closings. I'm sure there'll be many more because we're not done yet. Still got this winter weather advisory. We're about ready to click into lake effect snow squalls. We've had a general light snow. So see the wind direction still southwesterly. That's going to shift to the west here in a little while, and it'll still be very gusty when it does. So we're going to bring all of the lake effect snow inland from time to time, and you get a good coating of snow. It'll all blow around. The wind chills are not as bad only because the air temperatures come up to around 10 degrees. Obviously the winds are very strong. It's a number that's really deceiving. It still can give you frostbite very, very fast. So the general snows have been blowing around. And you can see how that moves to the east, but look on the west side of the state near the lake. We're picking up a lot of moisture now that's making it well inland. So parts of Ionia and you get down to Berry County, they're getting all those heavy snows right off the lake, as the lake shore is too, and then they come inland from time to time. But the actual fronts are about ready to go through. We'll just keep the wind off the lake, and that will keep the snow blowing in. You see the current temperature 10 degrees in Mason, 11 in Lansing, so we're going to be up a few degrees here overnight. They go the opposite direction tomorrow. They will begin to fall again when the winds turn to the northwest. We started out below zero this morning with the actual air temperature. I've seen wind chill readings got down to -20 at the airport in Lansing. It was 27 below in Battle Creek this morning, so we're not down there, but they are going to be below zero. You see the regional temperatures aren't very warm. Once we turn our winds to the northwest, it goes back down again. So the general snows are quickly moving east, but it's all lake effect, and there should be a lot of it. Some parts on the western side of the state already approaching a foot of snow. It's blowing around. This is the low pressure. There's nothing else on the weather maps. You can see it's over us, and then we'll get the cold weather back in for a couple of days. Highs again on Saturday, struggling to make it to around 10 degrees. So the evening snows are quickly off to the east, but the lake effect will not quit. And with a pretty strong west wind overnight, we're going to get that area to come in, especially that I-94 corridor. So probably Jackson County, while the closings haven't come in yet, they're going to deal with these north-south roads, are going to have huge drifts on them. The snow is blowing around very easily. Friday afternoon, maybe a peak or two of sunshine with some flurries around, and then we'll start to dry out, so to speak, on Saturday with more sunshine, but a very cold day. We do have a chance of a little light snow late on Sunday. The next system goes in. So general snows, although as we mentioned several times, you can't really put a yardstick out there. Everything's blowing around. There's some drifts that are very high already, but in general, this is about a 2 to 5 inch snowfall for most of us, with heavier amounts when you get into western Ionia, even far western Eaton County. Temperatures around 10 to 12 degrees overnight. These snow squalls will continue, as will the blowing and drifting. And tomorrow, our 1-800-Hanson's weather kid, that's Zach from Hazlitt, where the schools are closed. It's going to be a windy and cold day, a lot of blowing and drifting snow. Those snow squalls could even add another inch or two, although it'll be hard to tell. That 13-degree temperature will actually be falling in the afternoon. We should be back to single digits by dinner time. Saturday's quiet, some light snow showers late Sunday into Monday morning. You see temperatures next week back into the 20s for highs. Should feel a little bit better. We don't crack freezing, though, I think, until maybe next weekend if we're lucky enough at that time. So still some pretty treacherous conditions out there tonight. And as I mentioned to you before, Sarah, I really think that those schools that haven't closed yet will have to reconsider when they see how the buses have to get on those rural roads. And we still have the wind chills by morning, -10, -15. It's just a bad combination.